Hey everyone, it's BigSmoons with a Platinum Review, where I talk about the games that I have the Platinum Trophy or 100% on and what it took to get there. I also review the games based on the amount of fun I had. Take an emotional journey to save your father as you play as two brothers on one controller. You'll run, jump, hide, and climb as you look for a cure for his illness. Let's get started. Brothers: A Tale of Two Sons was developed by Starbreeze Studios and released in 2013. The game is a third-person game with an aerial camera. There are two characters on the screen and you control both simultaneously. The left half of the controller controls Naya, while the right side controls Nai. You must get used to this unique mechanic to move the two throughout the game. The game kicks off with Nai sitting at his mother's tombstone. The two of them were on a boat together when she fell overboard and drowned. Nai can't swim and was unable to save her. The older brother, Naya, calls out for Nai's help because their father is now deathly ill. The doctor tells the duo that they must travel to the Tree of Life for water to save his life, and the two start out on their long journey. Along the way, you'll run into friends and foes, some as simple as a bully who closes a gate on you, to a giant that enslaves trolls. You'll have to make constant use of both control sticks to move the characters in opposing directions. This starts off by being burdensome, as you must move objects as a team. It feels clunky and awkward at the start, but the more you play, the more natural it feels to control the brothers with opposite sides of the controller. You spend nearly the entire game playing like this. There is a late game segment where you only control one brother, and after hours of controlling both, it feels weird not using the entire controller to navigate the levels. Mechanically, the game is built very well. The developers understand the awkwardness of the gameplay and are not too punishing when you mess up. Even if you die, it's a quick reboot and you're right back to where you were. The landscapes on display here are beautiful. From the quaint town, into the lairs of trolls, down a river, into the land of the giants, and the snow-covered lands. There is so much environmental storytelling here, especially in the lands of the giants. It's clear that a battle took place with many casualties, and walking the battlefield is amazing. These hulking masses of remains litter the pathway forward, and you must navigate among them. The story revolves around teamwork and growing with the brothers. As you get better at the controls, the tasks get harder. There's the constant threat of loss throughout. This starts with the loss of the mother and the impending loss of the father. The themes are love, loss, and reuniting. You have to reunite characters throughout, like a troll couple, or some birds for a trophy. You can help characters deal with loss, to include the brothers. I give Brothers: A Tale of Two Sons an 8 out of 10 for fun. It's an emotionally powerful journey across an interesting and varied land. The controls feel weird because they're so unique, and that awkwardness persists throughout your playthrough. I understand the ultimate reason behind the decision, and I do think that based on the entirety of the game, it works out well. But I can also see the mechanics turning people off of the game due to that. Let's talk trophies. There are 12 total trophies for the game, and no platinum. Due to the low number, we can talk about all of them individually. The first trophy you can earn requires you to just leave your ailing father and go play on the beach. Then, you'll start a level near a well in the town. You'll also see a girl throwing a ball against the wall. Grab the ball and throw it into the well. Next up, we have to force some animals into ash. There's a part where you must use sheep to cross a bridge. Run over to the fire area and find a group of black rabbits and a sole white rabbit. Dunk the white rabbit into the ash. Also grab a sheep and throw him in there too. I swear that all of the trophies don't require you to be a bad person. For instance, in this same area, free a bird from a cage. No trophy yet, but it will pop up later when you look through a telescope and see that you reunited the two birds. But before we get to that telescope, we have to make a wish here. The next trophy is emotional and can be triggering for some people. If you want to skip ahead about 20 seconds, you can to avoid seeing this. You must find a man actively hanging himself. The two brothers must work together to save him. He's lost his house and his family to a fire and wants to end his life. After you've stopped his immediate death, run and find a music box for him. Sitting it next to him will pull him up from his dark state. Play this giant organ for the inventor to cause him to dance a little jig. In the same areas where the telescope is, so you can locate the birds. And since we're making a lot of noise, let's blow into this giant's horn for another trophy. As is the case with any game worth its weight, there's a hidden waterfall path to lead to another trophy. Save a family of turtles by guiding them all back home. The final trophy can be obtained by sitting on a bench and watching whales together. Honestly, you don't need to finish the game to get all the trophies, and you could end your journey here. I think you would be doing yourself an injustice by not seeing the tail out through the end, though. Brothers: A Tale of Two Sons is a short, narrative-driven game with several easily missable trophies. I think you should play it for the story alone. There is a chapter select that makes grabbing the trophies very easy to do, and so, I recommend you get that 100%. Thanks for watching, everyone. The BigSmoons Platinum Fundraiser is still planned to kick off in July. I'll be streaming whenever I can find the time, so follow me on Twitch at BigSmoons and donate some money to Teen Line to help teens help other teens cope with the stresses of that transitional time in life. I'm still looking for ideas on what to stream. I hope everyone enjoyed today's video, and I know this game can be very emotional. I'd like to apologize in advance for my next video, which is another emotional journey, albeit a much shorter and personal one. As always, be good to yourself.